Chad, do you think you would survive feudal Japan? I feel like we surviving that shit, gang. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Context for y'all. Surviving feudal Japan. I ain't gonna lie.
Welcome to Sengoku Jidai, also known as the Warring Clans period, a dangerous time in medieval Japan's already chaotic history.
War on clans period. Me and YRG clan, we staying 10 toes.
See what I mean? The Sengoku period was actually a subsection of the overarching Muromachi period. But that's not too important. All you need to know is that the government is falling apart. Basically, there's this guy, the Shogun. He's the ruler of Japan because
I would be a shogun. Let's be 100. I'd be a fucking shogun.
Because he's a big, strong military man. But wait, I hear you say, I thought Japan had an emperor. And you're right, there is an emperor, and he technically rules Japan, but in reality, he's just a political figurehead that sits in the hotel cuck chair the whole time while the shogun does all the hard work to satisfy the country's freaky desires. So what the heck is causing all the ruckus? Well, the current shogun is in a bit of a pickle. All he wants to do is quit his job and retire so he can write poetry, paint, and strategically plant a few trees. Problem is, he has no son to take the reins, but he does have a war-hating monk brother. Beggars can't be choosers. Problem solved. Uh-oh. Looks like the Shogun's wife Amazon primed a baby overnight. How embarrassing. Since there was a strict policy of no takesy-backsies, the Shogun's brother remains the rightful heir. Wait just one gosh darn fucking second, says Mrs. Shogun. I shot this baby out of my coot chute, so he's gonna be the heir. And thus, a power struggle began. The Shogun's brother remains the rightful heir. Wait just one. The Shogun's wife Amazon primed a baby overnight. How embarrassing.
What the fuck?
Since there was a strict policy of no takesy-backsies, the Shogun's brother remains the rightful heir.
Okay.
Wait just one gosh darn fucking second, says Mrs. Shogun. I shot this baby out of my coot chute, so he's gonna be the heir. And thus, a power struggle began.
GG.
I just want to paint.
Sorry, gonna order food now. I'm watching my figure.
Caused the country to be split in two: Team Brother and Team Baby. Powerful clans waged war against each other in an attempt to get their side into power.
Chat, would y'all have a civil war in YRG? And if y'all would, who do like what do you think it would be about? Like there was a civil war within YRG to the point where niggas are actually trying to kill each other. What do you think it would be about? Replacing you. Desktop versus IRL. Kill Jordan. Cam versus Aim High. OG versus New. Desktop versus other streams. Subs versus Grunts. Jasontheween ass wallpaper. Face cam versus no face cam. Some shit about anime. 2017 Rage versus 2025 Rage. Duke Tower.
This political shit show inevitably led to an uncivil civil war, the Onin War. So the government's in complete shambles and anarchists rejoice. But then they have to realize that they actually have to live in an anarchy.
Yeah, now you're
So there's your background. Did you get all that?
Okay.
Glad to
We're living in an anarchy,
here
chat.
you are, just outside of Kyoto, the capital city of Japan at the time.
It's chill, it's beautiful.
And it's just blazing with culture. And fire.
Oh, it's on
Looks
fire.
like the warring clans are getting a little carried away at the moment. That being the case, you're forced to roam the countryside in search of a place to anchor your roots and figure out a way back home.
Nigga, we gon' YRG, as YRG, we gonna get the fuck up on out of there because there's too much bullshit going on. We gonna find a cool little spot. We gonna build our huts and shit. We're gonna start from there, and we're gonna grow and take over the fucking land eventually. But right now, it's about prioritizing ourselves as YRG. So that's what we'll do. We'll go to the outskirts, create a fucking clan, like a little village.
But you quickly learn that danger is all around you.
Nigga, is that Godzilla? Gang. If we move to the outskirts and I see fucking Godzilla over yonder walking from the ocean, gang, I'm gonna crash out.
It was fairly common for thieves or bandits to cross your path and try to
Is that a fucking Chaos Emerald?
yoink all your valuables, and then stab you. Speaking of the devil, here's one now, so prepare yourself. Sate sate, betsu no seizon sha.
See, I will never be alone. I'll make sure YRG's hidden in the trees and the bushes so we jump in niggas, nigga.
Orakana koto shinai de kudasai.
just eat a
自分だけ
fly?
だと思う。魔女も私を捕まえた。何ヶ月も前。それ以来ずっと生き残っています。そして私は続けます。よーし。
GG.
その葉、
GG.
もしかして、マンスケボド。
GG.
関係ない。死の準備を。
Shiitake kimono.
So you saying these niggas had an anime battle? They was just having random anime fights while just walking in the forest gang. Come on, bro.
不可能。シスター行く。彼は愛を切り借りた。精密な取り前。
He shaved his pubes. Yo,
生
W
まれ
ad,
から
bro.
仕上がりを実現するフォイルバレード。これは。
Alright, let's go. Come on.
Would you believe that feudal Japan
Dante
did not
Bayo.
operate as a hierarchy? Well, you shouldn't, because it did. So let's get out that ladder and descend through the ranks, shall we? At the tippity top was the emperor. He was the guy in charge.
I ain't gonna lie,
Not
we'd
really.
be top
He had a
3
cool
areas,
shirt, and
chat.
that's about it. Then there's the shogun. He was actually in charge, with the power of commanding the military and controlling national policies and laws. And to be fair, he had a cooler shirt
That
than
is
the emperor.
manscaped.
Directly reporting to the
Shaving is
shogun were the
overrated.
daimyo. Feudal lords and clan leaders that commanded various provinces around the country.
Oh, would be the
They're proud of their
daimyos.
land, but they want more.
The
Samurai
Dragon
were
Balls?
loyal warriors with neat swords that honorably served powerful nobles like the daimyo. They
Yo,
were the
those are
epitome
the
of courage
mods.
and honor,
Those are my
and
mods.
the culture is thriving to this day.
Those are my
Yeomen
mods.
were samurai without their
My
masters,
VIPs.
but they could still be bachelors. Ashigaru were samurai interns and general cannon fodder. Basically, they were peasants who were given swords and told to stab other people while still earning a minimum wage.
Damn subs.
Ah, peasants. The dirt poor
The grunts. The grunts.
majority of the population that did all the work to keep everyone alive. Nowadays,
grunts.
they're referred to as the middle class. Artisans were the ones who made your furniture, your clothes, and your tools. That's cool, but you can't
Dirty
eat a chair,
fucking
can
grunts.
you? Can you?
And which piece would you like to start with first, sir?
Oh, just the leg. Merchants were scumbag salesmen that just profited off of everyone else's work and
Who the merchants?
were deemed parasites because of it. Buy high, sell low. At the very bottom, to no surprise, were the outcasts. Criminals and beggars for the most part,
Damn. This is the. Oh, those are the Clippers. The merchants are the Clippers. These are the Nors. The Tay Too Smooths. The what's that one nigga name? That one black nigga that was on that YouTube video. The Demages. Like Demaje that fully. Yeah, just a lot of motherfuckers.
but also those who had undesirable jobs like butchers, undertakers, actors, entertainers, and reaction channels. Now, you have to understand that this is a very simplified structure of how feudal Japan's class system was laid out. It was a much more complicated web of relationships and rankings that is, quite frankly, above my pay grade
I
as
ain't
an
worried
outcast
about that shit.
entertainer. So that begs the question, where would you fit in society?
We already answered the question.
In reality, unless you were Chinese, Japanese, or look at these, you wouldn't have. You'd either be a social outcast or straight up sold into slavery without question.
This motherfucker just said I'll be a slave. Okay, let's first of all, if I'm saying I'm being born in feudal Japan, I'm assuming I'm fucking Japanese or some shit, gang. So we're fucking not black anymore. We're not black, okay? I changed my race. Fucking Japanese for now, gang. Until further notice, we're fucking Japanese or Korean or some shit.
Even
Bill,
if you didn't
you got
end up being
enslaved.
someone's perpetually untipped servant, you'd still end up being a peasant in some form, whether it's harvesting up rice or hauling in the fish. It was backbreaking work. From dawn until dusk, you did what you had to do to keep yourself and the country fed. After a long, exhausting day, you would get home to your cold, drafty, and very flammable home.
Nigga put that bitch on rust.
Despite being the literal provider of the food for the country, your crops are owned by the shogunate, so you barely even have scraps to eat. Malnourishment was very common amongst the lower class, and
Yeah.
while it often resulted
Damn,
in an early
grunts.
grave, you could also inspire a few musicians. If the starvation didn't get you, the diseases certainly would. Smallpox, measles, and chickenpox
Fucking AIDS too, though. You know these dirty motherfuckers. Fuck, bro. We didn't have like shit like that. You know STDs and shit. So like back then niggas was just getting all type of fucking shit.
were known as the three great diseases. 3 great opportunities to
The
end
whole
up 6
fucking
feet
world
under.
probably had
It's like
STDs.
2 feet for each disease. But you don't have to deal with any of that. Okay, well, we still have the disease if you're unlucky, but thanks to your recent battle, you're
The ones that have the least are probably underreported. Low key, that can be the case.
equipped to pass yourself off as a lowly Ashigaru, a foot soldier commanded by a samurai. Since they need as much help as they can get, they won't be asking any questions. If you can hold a sword and swing it at a bad guy, that's good enough. In an event,
I know this nigga's name.
won't be asking any questions. If you can hold
Kenji, Kunji, Kanji. Overwatch. Kenji.
a sword and swing it at a bad guy, that's good enough. In an event completely convenient to the plot, a samurai wanders up and recruits you to be in his army. In Japanese, of course.
Samurais look so
Thankfully,
cool.
you are able to read his subtitles and accept the position. Congrats, you're now a full-fledged member of the Hosokawa clan, one of
Of the what?
many clans spread across the country. While the Hosokawa and Yamana clans fought for the control of the capital, other clans fought to expand their own territories. And there were a bunch of them, like the Shiba clan, the Oda clan, and of course, Zelda fanboys.
Who got the best symbol? Who got the best clan looking?
So let's see what your new job entails.
Oh, the middle.
You're now a soldier, which means you need to start learning some discipline. You wake up in the
Nigga,
ass
I am
crack of dawn to
disciplined.
start your day. Wake up! Eat a healthy breakfast of rice and veggies, and always practice good hygiene.
Where the protein at though?
You spend the morning strengthening your military skills and are partnered up with Hoshi.
Half chat is
He's a
already
nice guy.
wiped out already.
He was a
Half the
farmer,
chat is
but
gone.
decided that maiming and pillaging could prove more lucrative. Together, you train martial arts, archery,
Easy.
and swordplay all
That's
throughout
easy.
the morning as a way to keep both your body and mind sharp as attack.
Okay, that's calm.
Whew, all
I'm pretty
that
sure
training
I
made
already
the
do
time
shit like
fly
that.
by. It's already noon. So
I'm
after
waiting
a
for
quick
when it's
lunch
gonna
of
get hard.
rice and veggies, time to fortify the walls of the camp to make sure no bad guys get in. Build it huge. Looks like your samurai has a task for you. You've been assigned to gather intelligence from the
I'm
enemy.
finna
We
die
are
like
in the
a
middle
lot.
of the Onin War.
Nothing
after
hard
all.
has happened
that
yet, for
gosh
real,
dang
for real.
Yamana clan is burning Kyoto down faster than we are. Can't let that happen.
We
No
good right
problem,
now.
Master Sam. You say in Japanese subtitles. You wait until nightfall to carry out the mission. After a hearty dinner of rice and veggies, you infiltrate the enemy camp without causing too much suspicion.
They catch your ass. They fuck you in the butt.
You quickly swipe the intelligence and giddily make haste back to base.
Oh shit.
With the intelligence in hand, your samurai congratulates you on a job well done.
And then they
In
find out.
Japanese,
Now
of
they on
course.
your asses.
You
Happy
slowly
birthday,
open the
nigga. It's not
letter
my
and
birthday,
scan the
bitch.
text. Oh no. It can't be. This is...
Hi, we've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty.
Shit. You stole the clan leader's mail by accident.
GG.
Wait, there's a note. You're not the best at reading Japanese text, but you think you can make out what the message means. Looks like your next mission starts at dawn. Oh yeah, it's wartime.
Warfare. Now this is where some of y'all might die. I ain't gonna lie, chat. Some of
Better
y'all
get
might
dressed,
meet the
champ.
woo.
You've got a country to die for. Unlucky for you, early Ashigaru were not well equipped
Y'all
for
might be
battle.
caught in the warfare.
Remember that they were dirt poor farmers. They couldn't afford ornate
Grunts.
weapons, so they had to make do with what they had, which was farming
Not me,
equipment.
I already
Ever just
died.
want to shove a shovel into someone's throat just to see what would happen?
Excuse me, what, bitch?
And now you can. It kills them. One weapon of choice was the kama, a simple sickle-like
The
weapon
kama.
suited for slicing and stabbing some sneaky suckers. If you get the DLC, you can slap a chain on that bad boy, granting you a lethal radius of several feet and allowing you to
Head
open
ass.
that pit up. Ashigaru that were well-trained or
Ashigaru.
well-funded had access to better weapons and armor. Perhaps the most effective weapon that they could wield was the yari, a long spear
Yari.
that could be outfitted with all kinds of blades. Want to stab? Go for the omi yari. Want to slash? Try the katakama yari. If you want to support the
Katakama.
boys from afar, get yourself a yumi, an
What weapon would y'all use?
asymmetrical longbow,
Would be
which was deadly
young
on the
bowers.
battlefield with an effective range of over 400 feet. Archers were a core support group in any army. They would riddle
Archers probably stay the safest, or they get hit by the other archer army.
the battlefield using a reliable method of spray and pray.
My
It's just a
balls.
shame that friendly fire was always on.
That's one thing niggas don't be realizing. You know how much friendly fire be happening in the wars back then, bro? That don't get talked about.
If you wanted to spice things up, you could opt for fire or even explosive arrows. As for armor, it varied. The best Ashigaru were absolutely strapped with thick leather chest pieces, helmets, sleeves,
You was
and
there.
greaves. They were usually
Nigga.
fitted with metal plates for added protection.
Common sense, bitch.
Low-ranking Ashigaru were fitted with a cheaper,
Ashigaru.
easier to produce armor called jack shit. Whatever clothing they had was their best bet. But it should be noted that the spoils of war were generous. Ashigaru were allowed to pillage and loot whoever they attacked. Slay an enemy with better weapons and armor? Looks like you found an upgrade.
My shit, nigga.
Now that you're all equipped,
Sephiroth,
it's time
man,
to storm
nigga.
the battlefield with your best friend Samurai. What a cool guy. No. They got Sam. That's it. You charge into battle to avenge your fallen mentor. You spot an enemy, but it's a familiar face. Hoshi?
Oh my god.
You switched sides? Yeah, much better loot, says Hoshi, in Japanese, of course. Just then, you notice fire spreading to a nearby building. Well, that's gonna suck, eh? Ugh, you again? Kyoku naku, hito no ke asorenai de kudasai.
Yeah. Fuck what these niggas talking about. I'm up in Poland and marking niggas, nigga. What are we doing? Fuck out her.